Imagine you are thousands of blocks away from home. Your armor is almost broken and you're running low on food. How do you make the trip back home? Do you simply walk back hoping to find a village along the way for some nourishment? Or do you make a nether portal and advance through the dangerous dimension hoping to arrive back safely? Well, what if I told you that all you need to do is sleep in a bed? And by the time you wake up, you'll be back home. Hello everyone, my name is LapisMG and today I'll show you how to make what I like to call the Ender Pearl Waystone. Alright, first things first, we have to dig a hole 7 blocks deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we place down a soul sand block down here, and a water bucket above. Then we plant kelp all the way up, and then we break all the kelp. Then we place down a block here with a trapdoor. A daylight sensor here, make sure that it's set to night mode. Another daylight sensor here, a repeater set to 4 ticks, and then we throw an ender pearl down here. Make sure that these 2 daylight sensors have direct access to the sky, so they cannot be blocked by any blocks sitting on top of them. Alright, now that's the Waystone in its most basic form done. And yes, it really is that simple, it's just 2 daylight sensors, a repeater, and an ender pearl stasis chamber. Now you'll see when I sleep at night, I'll automatically get teleported back to the Waystone. Just like that. And yes, I could literally sleep anywhere in my world and I'll still get teleported back to it. And to reset the system, all I have to do is to throw another ender pearl down here. Now I know what you're wondering, if I am thousands of blocks away, wouldn't this setup make it impossible for me to skip through the night, and wouldn't I constantly get attacked by phantoms? Well actually, no. Because of the way daylight sensors work, the teleportation mechanism is only active between these 2 times at night. Meaning that you can sleep between these 2 times at dusk, and between these 2 times at dawn, without activating the teleportation mechanism. Since the clock pattern can be a bit difficult to remember, just know that if there's a straight line between day and night on the clock, you can sleep without being teleported back. If you don't have a clock with you, then the best way to sleep without being teleported is by sleeping right as the sun is about to set. And as you can see, I didn't get teleported back. Now what if I am back home and I'd like to sleep at whatever time I please? Is there a way to deactivate the system? Yes, there is. There are actually 2 ways to deactivate the system. The first method is the manual method. You simply put down a lever on this block, and whenever you flick the lever, the system will be fully deactivated. And flick it again, and it will be activated again. The second way is a lot cooler since it is fully automatic, meaning whenever you're near the mechanism, it'll actually deactivate itself, but whenever you walk far away, it'll reactivate itself. To make the automatic deactivation mechanism, we first have to look at our chunks by pressing F3 and G. Then we have to build the Waystone right at the edge of one of our chunks, which is what I've already done over here. And by that I mean this chunk border should perfectly slice this block and this trapdoor in half. Then we come to the back over here, we place down a repeater, 2 pieces of Redstone Dust, Comparator here, another one over here, then a block here, another piece of Redstone Dust, a repeater, a Sculk sensor making sure that the purple line is not facing towards the repeater. Then we break this block and we waterlog the Sculk sensor. Then we come to the adjacent chunk and we place down an observer like this, and another one facing into it, and we place down a dispenser over here. If built correctly, this is what everything should look like. Now the system will automatically deactivate itself when we're near it. The reason why this works is because this redstone clock will continuously make noise because of this dispenser, which will continuously activate this Sculk sensor, which will keep this repeater powered on, which will keep this trapdoor from closing. However, when we walk far away, the chunk that contains this redstone clock will get unloaded, which in turn will deactivate the Sculk sensor, which will deactivate this repeater, which will reactivate the system. Let me demonstrate what that looks like. Right now, while I'm standing over here, the chunk that contains the clock is loaded and the repeater is on. But as soon as I fly a bit further away, the chunk that contains the clock becomes unloaded, which deactivates the repeater. By the way, if you're curious as to what determines how far you need to be for the system to get activated, It's this simulation distance slider over here. Right now I have it set to 5 chunks, but normally you'd have it at 8 or maybe 16. Before I end the video, there are 3 things that you need to be aware of. The first is to fully light up this chunk that contains the ender pearl so mobs do not spawn and don't activate the Sculk sensor. The second is that teleportation will not work when it's raining. And lastly, unfortunately, it doesn't work in Bedrock Edition. The only workaround for Bedrock Edition is to have a friend close this trapdoor for you to teleport you back home. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like and a sub, and if you have any questions about the build, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.